general direction at all?
He lives in Japantown. I have no idea. I don't know California at all.
And Jolts, IS Jolts or whatever, I would agree with you. I think like ultimately like it doesn't. It's the same thing with like NorCal. Like Nintendo's like second on the PR here, but like I mean, Nintendo got top 8 at Genesis.
Oh, 609 is an area code.
Like that's. I guess like Pew Pew wasn't.
Wait,
Choknater or whatever. I don't know. I don't know. Whatever.
I want to eat. Who do you want to have commentate with you? Because I'm leaving you.
I don't even know who's here anymore. Like Dewan's leaving.
Oh, he's leaving. Oh, that's right. Let's get Ashcon.
I mean, ultimately.
Ashcon.
I mean, yeah, I'd be down to commentate
Ultimately
with Ashcon.
what?
Actually, he didn't interview me.
So you can interview him.
Yeah, I'll interview Ashcon.
Ashcon.
The thing with PR, okay, so like how I actually view it is ultimately every tournament set should just be taken at face value because there's too many.
Ashcon doesn't want to go on stream.
Like no matter what, if it's a local, it shouldn't be like placements are irrelevant. It's 100% about your record against specific players, if that makes sense. Like
no,
like if I get
25th
at Evo, but if I had an easier bracket than someone gets like 33rd.
I see what you mean.
No, because there's no. How do you, Croman? Do you see what I'm saying?
No,
it's like there's so many different ways to judge tournament sets. Like how do you value one type of tournament set over another just because one player was sandbagging or one
like
player was
maybe
doing
there's
this?
or there's
and
also like best out of 3 versus best out of 5.
Yeah, it's like you could say, oh well, like if PBU beats Shroomed in grand finals of a local, like why does that necessarily count less? Because they were inherently trying less, or because less was on the line? Like I like how do you judge each type of tournament set? It's hard. It's a hard conversation, and I think ultimately the only fair way to do it is to just take every tournament match at face value, unless the player is like blatantly sandbagging. Like if I'm a Falco main who has 0 Jigglypuff experience, and I pick Jigglypuff in tournament and purposely kill myself twice and then try to like win the set, then like that tournament set is pretty irrelevant. But do you see what I'm saying? Like in general, I don't know.
Hard.
Yeah.
Nah. I think you just want something that's the most systematic, and so if it's always follows the same rule and it's like systematic in choosing like how you guys decide to rank things, then it should just be balanced out eventually. That's what I think. All right, I want to get off.
Yeah.
I just want to play and I want to eat, and I don't know who.
You've been on here for a while, actually.
No, I got off. Well, because
right?
I was with DC and then Susie came, and then I wanted to stay with Susie. Now she's gone.
Yeah.
So I love you, but I'm not gonna stay here and commentate.
All right. Peace.
I'll find someone for you.
No, it's all good. It's all good. I'm having a good conversation about ranking
with the chat.
With the chat. Dude.
Okay.
That's why, if Chu truly is, I think like okay, so Chu does better at nationals. Chu has better wins, but. If Chu truly is losing to like everyone within his region, then I guess it's fair for him to be ranked there. Like you can't mix, I don't know, you can't just value only his like national placings. I don't know, it's a really tough conversation to have. And I'm not very expressing my opinion in very clearly right now. I'd prefer to like script this than if Chu supported locals. I mean, I honestly, I can't tell you if Daniel supports locals or not. I don't fucking know. But he doesn't even come to support his local region. Okay, that's fair. Yeah. A mixed zeal, I kind of agree with that, but local results like mean stuff too. In a sense, like you can't, like last year, so if you look at like Plup and Hungrybox's record, Plup had like a decent record against HBox. He had like, they played a shit ton of sets. I want to say it was like 9-Plup was like 9-17 against Hungrybox or something ridiculous like that. Had like a 30% win rate. And if you don't count locals, then like none of those sets are like even there. but those like matter a lot, in my opinion. Like, wow, like even if Club has that many opportunities to play and beat Hungrybox, those wins still do mean something. Like, and you know what? If SFAT is beating, so, this is just like a hypothetical, but say SFAT is beating, you know, Pew Pew 9 times out of 10 locally, but then Pew Pew wins once at like Evo versus him, that shouldn't have more value than those 9 wins at the local. Like, but at the same time, my issue with Chu is that it's not about Chu's placings at Nationals, it's that Chu has blatantly better wins than like the rest of MDVA. And I think Red, my issue is that like, what, like, I don't know like how many, I don't know if I've seen you perform particularly well. And like Chu's gotten in like, you know, top 8 this year, and like he has just like better wins, like against better players. And even if he's losing to like people locally sometimes, it's still obvious that, to me at least, that he's like the real #1, quote unquote. Chroma, you're 100% right. It's actually absolutely ridiculous. I think anyone, like, the ranking basically, you gotta be real, like, the ranking basically fucking falls apart after, like, what, like 30 or 40? Yeah, but you 3-0'd him. Yeah, when's the last time you beat SFAT, Red? When's the last time you were in top 8 at Evo, Red? Like, let me know, bud. Hit me up in my DMs. No, Red deserves his rank on the MDVA PR. Yes, if it really, like, if you only count the local results, yeah. Like, it's really what your local PR values more, because within the region, maybe Red is the best player, but who are you to like bar those? Who are you to bar those national sets from like those rankings, or vice versa? Like, I know some local rankings, like SoCal weights like national performances pretty heavily, if I recall, and it's not fair to like not count like some of the local rankings, like not value those as much either. Like, you have to take those all into account. Chu can never go to locals, go to a few big tourneys a year, taking the top 20. I mean, we obviously just disagree. And I mean, I imagine it's like a rougher subject for you too. I mean, you're like the current #1, you have like something to defend, and I don't. Like, I live on the fucking opposite coast, and I'm just like sharing my opinion about this. I don't know. It's like it's a complicated discussion. Back to what you said, Chrome, about the SSBN rank. I think ultimately, like, the way it needs to actually be done is if someone could compile, and this might be really easy if, you know, every tournament just moves to Smash GG and every tournament results is just attached to a profile. Just saying. Stop using challenge. I mean, okay, I can respect that, Red, but I feel like there's just like there is some inherent bias, like whether you want to believe it or not. And or maybe I'm just mistaken and I have a lack of information. I realize that you have the results locally. Like, I do know that you do beat Chu. I know there's a reason you're #1. But yeah, well, it's irrelevant. It's irrelevant. Obviously this conversation is going nowhere. I respect your opinion. You are #1 ultimately. Like, it's you're #1 on the PR. Like, nothing's going to change that. So, like, if all the Chroma. So if all the data could be compiled, right? And if every panelist could actually look at the fucking head-to-head data, and then people might be able to rank things accurately, but it still falls apart after like 40 or 50 because not enough people fucking travel enough. And there's not enough sponsor money in the scene. The game's not popular enough yet. Yeah, let's talk about Chu and Chu's local issues. Dude, if Chu's not supporting your locals, that's fucked up. I don't know that at all. I just see like the couple things he goes to, and sometimes I see that he doesn't do that well locally. So, whatever. This is a high point of bad Foundry commentary. What do you want me to fucking say, dude? I'm not gonna talk about the matches. I don't really care about Choknater versus Park, dude. Although Choknater, I haven't watched him today. Like his off-stream matches he's been going in. Some Ice Climbers Legends. Commentate the match or something. I don't know what to do, dude. I feel like it's almost principle to not commentate the match here. But maybe that's only if you're drunk or whatever. I don't know. I don't really understand how, like... okay, actually, let's talk about this. Because... and I'm being dead fucking serious. Because, like, normally, like, it's just, like, me and, like, some other people on here, like talking about like random shit, and it's funny sometimes, and it's good. It can be boring, it can be like controversial, whatever. But like right now is actually like a conversation that like doesn't happen that often, I feel like, in a way. And like what makes like a serious conversation about like rankings and like why they're good or why they should be this way or why they are this way, like that. I guess like maybe if you're here for like funny shit, like it's a lot harder to do alone, in my opinion, and I'm not like wasted, so. I mean, everybody has a fucking opinion, I guess, so whatever. Happens. Not everybody enjoys everything. Oh, we got YCZ. See, there, we have a co-commentator. We don't have to talk about this anymore. Don't have to argue. The right tangent is talking about competitive Mario Kart. I've actually already done this on on this stream. I've already talked about Mario Kart enough.
Are you a competitive Mario Kart player?
I used to be. I played for like 5 years. Mario Kart Wii. That had the biggest competitive scene.
Okay.
Yeah. It's arguably, I would say, the best competitive title out of them all.
Interesting.
Yes.
I've heard differing reports from different enthusiasts.
Anyone who tells you it was DS is out of their fucking mind. Because DS, like,
I've heard very polarized opinions about Mario Kart DS.
Yeah.
I never played it myself. I was mainly a Double Dash guy, and I also played Mario Kart Super Circuit for the Game Boy Advance a little bit. But
I think the issue with the discussion actually is a lot of people think they know what the best competitive Mario Kart is without knowing anything about competitive Mario Kart. So that's usually where the arguments come from. I don't know. In my personal experience. This has been kind of a crazy... I'm surprised by like how good Spark is against Ices. Like watching him play today.
Yeah.
Like almost beat Nintendo.
Yeah.
How'd you do?
I got double eliminated by Spark, and I got 5th place.
Nice. S2B.
Very reminiscent of my placing last Foundry, where I got double eliminated by Ralph. But you know, it happens. I beat Ralph today. That was good.
Oh shit, you did. Nice.
Sorry, you were talking about something.
No. Like that's awesome. Who was it? That S2B. Yeah, S2B lost you again at this Foundry. He was really frustrated. He was like, "Oh, I keep having to play YCZ losers, and then I get eliminated."
Man, I can't help it. Well, I guess I can. I can just.
You could just
not
throw.
Lose. Well, I could just not lose the winners, and then I wouldn't play the losers.
That's true as well. Who'd you lose to? Oh, Spark. You said you
yes. The man on screen right now getting chain thrown.
Dude, Spark's gotten like really good, like really quick, right? He's like a newer player.
Pretty quick. He's been around for a little while now.
But like,
I think he's pretty well established as a new player. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. Makes sense.
I feel like Ices, whenever I see them do the Sopo chain grab on Sheik, I feel like they always mess up the punish at the end. I've never seen anybody actually convert off it.
My favorite thing about this matchup is when Ice Climbers get the chain grab and then they taunt in between every chain grab. That's the Babe Ruth. That's done.
You call your shots.
Oh yeah, it's so good.
Down throw, re-grab, taunt, forward smash.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. How do you feel like this matchup in particular? Like I feel like the opinions are really mixed. Pretty sure like Kirby Kaze, like really talented Sheiks. Like hated this matchup. I think it's really bad for Sheik, and then and then other Sheiks are like, nah, this is right.
So here's the thing. I don't understand why this matchup is worse for Sheik than it is for other top tiers. Because Sheik is a very good character, right?
Yeah.
And it, like a lot of people will say like, you know, the reason Fox is good against Ices is because he has a shine, and Marth is good because he can space out with forward air. But they're also good because they're good characters.
Yeah.
Right. They're good against Ices because they're better than Ice Climbers as characters, and Sheik is also better than Ice Climbers as a character.
Definitely think Sopo Sheik is a rough matchup.
Sopo Sheik is a pretty rough matchup. Congratulations to Spark for taking that one. But yeah, good job to Spark. He's making the cash here at the Foundry.
Cashing in. Oh, it wouldn't be a Foundry without Ignition Remix.
Without this exact sequence of songs, yeah.
Oh my god. This song.
So Spark, this was Losers